Both city and state leaders say they are ready to handle any election day concerns. The goal is to make sure everything runs smooth and that the voting experience goes proper for those who are voting in person and those who still need to return those mail-in ballots. Action News reporter John Paul live for us now at a ballot drop box location in Roxborough with the story from there. John.
Shari, this is a busy ballot drop box. I got to tell you, there's some people coming right now to drop off their ballots. We've seen them all day long, and they can do that until 8 o'clock on Tuesday night. They've got to get them in these boxes if they have one of those mail-in ballots. And officials gathered today. They held a news conference really to let people know that they have nothing to worry about tomorrow. They've got plans in place to make sure things run smoothly. In the dwindling hours before Election Day, officials presented a united front, trying to ensure voters that this election is secure.
I can guarantee you we are going to have a free and fair, safe and secure election in Philadelphia.
If you're going to try to turn an election into some form of coercion, if you're going to try to bully people, bully votes or voters, you're going to try to erase votes, you're going to try any of that nonsense, we're not playing.
On the local level, elections officials are coordinating with 50 assistant DAs and detectives, along with police, to enforce the rules and protect voters' rights. On a state level, Secretary Al Schmidt asked people to remain vigilant and not let disinformation prevent them from voting.
I'll make two commitments to you today. First, that Pennsylvania's November 5th election will be free, fair, safe, and secure. And second, that all registered voters will have the opportunity to make their voice heard.
Already, more than 2 million people in Pennsylvania have made themselves heard, sending in a mail-in ballot. In Philadelphia alone, more than 179,000 ballots have been returned, which is about half of the number mailed in 2020. Those can be processed and counted starting tomorrow at 7 a.m. when the polls open. As it stands now, some 50,000 ballots still have not been returned.
Please do not put this completed ballot into the blue mailbox. There's a great chance that we will not receive the ballot by Tuesday, November the 5th at 8 p.m. Postmarks do not count.
And that's the really important thing. They're saying do not mail them. Now, you got to go to one of these drop boxes right here. Again, Shari, by 8 o'clock on Tuesday night. And here's how this is going to work. They'll have teams of people at every one of the 34 sites in Philadelphia waiting. They have a watch ready to go. As soon as it hits 8 o'clock, they're going to lock the box, take the ballots. That's it. Now, another thing I was told is that they'll be processing the ballots throughout the day tomorrow. So just a little after 8, maybe 10, 15 minutes, we should get that first batch. We'll know where things are headed. We're live tonight in Roxborough. John Paul, Channel 6 Action News. Shari?
Yeah.